So we bought this e-meter. It's a Mark 7, I believe. We got it just because you're not supposed to have these unless you're a member of a certain organization that's responsible for their creation, courtesy of Hubbard Electrometer Manufacturing. I've always wanted one of these just because they're kind of goofy, and they supposedly will tell you certain information about your spiritual being, and if you've rid yourself of past spiritual experiences that were negative, and kind of like how whole of a person you are. The Hubbard Electrometer, more commonly known as the e-meter, is a quote-unquote religious artifact used to measure the state of electrical characteristics in the static fields surrounding the body. E-meters operate in a similar fashion to lie detectors, relying on a type of electrical circuit called a wheatstone bridge, which measures the subject's galvanic skin response. In short, the device produces a small electrical current and measures the subject's electrical resistance to that current. Wilbert, please come over and get an e-meter reading. Pick them up again, take them off the table. Okay, if it rises, the dial moves to the left. That means that you're non-confrontational. Your fear or responsibility or identification is coming through. If it moves to the right, that means you've got losses, lies, present time problems, and a disagreement with reality. Okay, so if it moves to the right, which is doing, I think Wilbert's got a disagreement with reality. Considering that Wilbert was spiritually void, I decided that a wider group of test subjects was needed, and headed out to Union Square, where I told people whether or not they were good individuals. This is a sign we made before we came, and I just want to make sure people know we're not those guys, if that makes sense. I'm winking, you can't see it under my sunglasses. Don't tell anyone, but we've commandeered some public electricity from the park here. We don't know if we're going to get fined or arrested for that. Hopefully we at least get a few meter readings beforehand. Ladies, would any of you like a free e-meter reading? Would you like to have a free e-meter reading? Man, would you like a free e-meter reading? Come get your e-meter readings. E-meter readings right here. This is so fucking silly. Get your e-meter readings. Hi, are you interested in e-meters? You're just gonna grip these as so, very lightly. Oh, wow. You got some energy. If you could transport to a time period, any time period throughout history, and off the top of your head, what would it be?
Harlem Renaissance.
1930.
So dinosaurs and
Dinosaurs,
shit.
yeah.
Okay.
I said 1950.
Why 1950?
I don't know, I guess I like retro. I've developed more of a sense for vintage things since I've seen all these hipsters.
Is that right? From antiquity, basically.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it just feels familiar.
Do you feel like you might have been around during that time in a past life? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know of any inclination of what you might have done? And you're falling right now, so it looks like if you were, there was a traumatic experience of some sort.
Yeah, there was, but I don't want to get into it.
It was bad, though?
Yeah.
Do you think that whatever happened to you then that was a negative experience has impeded you in this life in some way?
Has it affected decisions I've made in this lifetime?
Sure.
Yes, the answer is yes.
I thought maybe these rings were messing it up because you got me nervous.
Well, you're not supposed to have rings on, but this whole
really?
thing's complete bullshit anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like, what's your favorite color?
Red.
Red. Okay. It's dropping, so it kind of means you might be lying. What's your name?
Alzina.
Alzina, okay. And it looks like you're kind of lying about that. You sure that's your name?
This might be some BS, because that is my name.
Okay, so that does show you're a good person.
Glad to hear that. Not that I needed a proof.
No, you didn't. But apparently, in certain people believe that this is proof of that. So I'm not sure what to say about that.
Good for them.
Good for them, right?
Yeah.
So now am I a good person?
Well, you're a 2.56. Okay, so would you consider yourself like a good person?
Yes, I do.
You do? It is falling. Would you consider yourself a good person?
Yes.
Let's say somebody beats up your mom or your sister. You have a chance to send the guy to jail, or you can kick the shit out of him for an hour and then send him to jail. Which would you rather do?
I'll send him to jail.
Oh, look, he's fucking lying. I think that's we've got a good fix on your moral character. The majority of the subjects I tested seemed to believe my e-meter readings wholeheartedly, which makes me think that true auditors are full of shit. So, oh wow, you're really just...
What does that mean? Is that bad?
It's kind of bad.
So what does that mean?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know what any of this means. I'm just making it up, kind of. How old are you?
30.
30? Okay. Oh, you're telling the truth? Okay. Oh, maybe not. Maybe something bad happened to you.
I was probably a heroin addict.
Seems like you're pretty at peace with yourself and there are no evil engrams, you know, eating away at your soul.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. I would have thought the opposite.